I think it's really true. Life is a game of inches, and so is retirement. When you retire, you need to have a game plan because it's those inches out there that you're fighting for. And if you don't know what the inches are and where to find them, you're in trouble. So what I thought I would do is take the next few minutes is to talk about really our strategy for our staff, the team behind Tony Walker Financial. I recently had someone approach me and they were, checking out other advisors, which is fine. They said, "Hey, Tony, I brought up your name to somebody recently," and they said, "Well, yeah, that Tony Walker guy seems pretty sharp, but what happens when something happens to him? He doesn't have anybody there." And I thought, well, that's the most untrue statement I've ever seen. So what do we do at Tony Walker Financial? When you contact us, what are we going to do with your money and how do we implement the game plan? Well, the first thing we like to talk about, we'll use the example of a 401k. We do hundreds of these, just did a couple of them yesterday. It's called a 401k rollover. So maybe you're retiring, your company is shut down, you've got an old 401k, you're over the age of 59 and a half, and you say, "Man, I want to put that in that split IRA concept, Tony, you keep talking about. I want you all to handle this 401k. Can you do that?" And we'd say, "Absolutely, that's right up our bailiwick." So how does this work? Well, first of all, we have to understand that while the 401k is a great savings tool, it is a terrible planning tool. In fact, it is no game plan. There is no game plan associated with a retirement account such as a 401k. So what are the X's and O's here? Well, the 401k doesn't help us think about when to retire. The 401k does not help us with the tax tumor. The 401k, or maybe the advisors who are wanting to get their hands on that 401k, a lot of them won't share their fees and commissions. The 401k does nothing to help us address the future of health care costs or long-term care. The 401k most of them could run out of money because they're in the stock market and we don't know our life expectancy. The 401k in many cases continues to contain risk, which again in retirement is not a good idea. And finally, if you decide to roll that 401k over to somebody, then you got the issue of who can I trust? Sometimes I run into people and I'll say, "Why do you still have this 401k? You've been retired for 4 years. And they'll say, "Well, Tony, at least the people there that have the 401k, I know I don't get a game plan, but at least I feel like I can trust them. I don't know who to roll this thing over to. I've never done this before." So what happens if you contact Tony Walker Financial? Well, first of all, I'm down here. I'm the main fiduciary. I guess you could say, really, I'm kind of the coach of the team. My job is to orchestrate all of these people that are what we call service experts. For instance, we have Connie Fortney, who's been with us 15 years. Connie Fortney has helped me roll over more 401ks than most advisors can even imagine. We have literally done well over 1,000 401k rollovers, TSP rollovers, lump sum pensions. So Connie would put that into action. We have Heather Hughes, who's been with me about 13 years. She's also an investment advisor representative. If something happened to me, Heather could step in. She's also a fiduciary. She can answer your investment questions. So again, she might head this direction to help our clients. I'll just start naming people. We have Lisa Allerkamp. She's certified in Social Security planning, does a lot of our income planning. We have Shannon Ross. She manages and administrates all of the Charles Schwab accounts. We have almost 1,000 accounts with Charles Schwab. And when you get a Charles Schwab account with us, we manage everything. We do it all. If you need money, you call Shannon. We link it up to your checking. We send you money. Folks, this is all about getting you money. We're not trying to hold on to it and charge whopping fees on your money. We're trying to help you use and enjoy it. We move across here. We have Rachel, who's been with us, sets up all of our appointments, does all the administration. Folks, if you need changes in beneficiaries, if there's been a death claim, we do all of that. Everything we do at Tony Walker Financial. We've got Gina here in the Louisville office that assists Trey, my favorite son-in-law. Then we have Shanna, and then our newest hire, of course, is Leanne, who's going to help us with all of the tax planning. So if you roll this 401k over to us and we decide to do Roth conversions, if we're going to do qualified charitable contributions, all of these things you've got within Tony Walker Financial. So I would challenge anybody out there that has, they're putting their name out there as a retirement specialist, and as you're interviewing these advisors, once you roll that money over, folks, the retirement planning process is just beginning. This is more than just a product. Anybody can sell you a product. There's a lot of great products out there. There's a lot of great advisors that are more than happy to sell you a product and earn a commission. That's how we get paid. We get paid on commissions and fees. Now, our fees are lower than most people. Our commissions are very fair because they're all filed with the states of Kentucky. These are insurance products, so everybody basically gets the same commission on the same products. The difference is all of these service experts that are on board now, the team, to implement your game plan.